Hello and welcome to the War Report. I am your host Cyrus, joined by Quan. This is a show where we talk about NXT and AEW. And I don't know what you heard, but I don't think we're gonna change the name of the show. it took me and Rajani a minute to come up with this shit, and I am not brainstorming another name for this. So
I'm
not
cool with
doing
the
that.
war report. I think that's absolutely fine. This is what people have been accustomed to.
Shit, at this point,
Um,
it's not a war. I get it. Like it stopped being a war a long time ago. But
a long time ago, boy. Let me tell you.
at this point, it's just a continuous ass whooping. And I'm here for it because Jesus Christ, one show knows how to heat up and improve. The other one just puts on a fucking stinker. Um, but we live and we live. A lot of cool stuff happened in wrestling. I think that now that the Mania card is like filling out and stuff like that, um, show looking fire. And when I said that on Twitter, where I was just like, let's chill out on freaking out. Maybe we should just wait and see how the full card pans out. And niggas just like, no, that's stupid. We should complain right now. I can complain whenever I like. I'm just like, okay. Eh,
You know,
And that made people really upset. And I was just like, that's weird to me, but the card's gonna fill out and then it's gonna look really fucking good. And it's gonna be probably another great show. And niggas gonna be mad. And then niggas will say, nah, Forbidden Door's better. We had uh Takeshita versus David Finley or some shit.
David Finley's crazy.
Yeah, they'll do some stupid shit like that.
Gabe Kid.
Oh yeah. My favorite New Japan white boy versus Takeshita. This shit's so lit, bro. Fuck Cody Rhodes. Um, so what it is. Anything going on? Actually, something is going on currently, and is why that you couldn't free me from this prison earlier. Would you like to let the people know?
Yeah, it's my dad's birthday, man.
Happy birthday to Papa
We
Quan.
it's, this is my first birthday since I've been living with them. Um, so it's nice to just get to see him. I bought him a cake. He just got home, so we were having the cake. That's why we were just
Yeah,
chatting. You know what I mean? A
that was
big
fun. I was suffering every hour of the show.
big 64. So the
God
parents are
damn.
getting older, man. They're getting older, man. So we gotta
I don't think
appreciate them while they're there.
there's only one. I only have like one family member that has like, or at least in the main family tree, if like other husbands and you know in-laws and shit like that. I don't really know. I never really asked their age, but like we only have one person that is like pat like 64 plus.
Yeah,
Uh, and that is my grandpa. And I was talking about him with a friend earlier or last week. All that man like to do is smoke weed and eat KFC.
that's a good life to have.
Yeah, he said, man, I've been working long enough, bro. I just wanna
Yeah.
just wanna smoke.
Surprisingly,
Huh?
my family they live pretty long. Like I mean, my nana when she passed, my great grandmother when she passed, I don't know, I think she was like 93 or something like that.
Hmm.
So it's nice. I actually genuinely haven't really had to
Hmm.
deal with a lot of family passings in my
Hmm.
lifetime, just because everyone's still alive somehow.
Yeah.
Everybody's still kicking. I don't know what's going on, but
Good,
everybody's still around.
good health, good eats. Yeah, I didn't include in-laws because yeah, there's like a lot of in-laws that are one passed. Um, she's been old as long as I remember.
Yeah.
And then there's another one. I never really inquired how old she is because you don't ask that. You feel me? But her husband, that nigga look old as shit. So I'm gonna say he's definitely 64 plus.
And one of them
Also,
family members that you've only ever seen old.
yes, for sure. He has been old since I've been 11. So and I never asked, I never inquired, but Since Trump's first term, I have never seen him at the family gathering.
Oh shit. You one of them?
He might be one of them. I ain't asked,
Mm.
but it's very bizarre that only his wife comes around and
Mm.
he don't be coming around no more. Honestly, I thought bro died and nobody was speaking on it. So I didn't want to, mention it and bring up old wounds and be like, hey man, where's blah at? But I ain't seen him since before Trump's first term, you feel me? Obama was still around. The last so I haven't seen that nigga since the Obama administration, whatever niggas like to say. Um
Can I say
yeah,
something?
he might be one of them. Oh, go ahead. It's a podcast.
I don't want to get political on this podcast. I don't. However, something Trump said at that State of the Union address last night, which I did watch. I actually watched the whole thing. Probably the only time I'll ever do that, but I did watch it. And at one point, he was talking about transgender athletes in sports, right? Yo,
Oh
this
yeah, I
dude
heard
just
about this.
lying. That man said there was a race. He didn't specify what race it was, where it was, or what kind of race it was, but he said that there was a transgender athlete in that race that won the race by 5 hours. I said, what race was that? Who were they racing? Toddlers? 5 hours? And people just
Do you know what the race is?
I did get some context later on. I think it was some
Okay.
like
It's
crazy like week long race thing, but
yeah,
but like the way he said it,
it's
oh
a
look there.
yeah, it's a cross country race where it features biking and climbing. So it's like several days long.
Yeah, so
Worked out
5 hours
race.
is nothing.
Yeah, and so from what I remember from the video is that people ride their bikes a very long distance, and
And then
then
they carry their
they
bikes,
they
right?
carry their bikes climbing up, hiking with their bike on their back, and then resume riding and stuff like that. Like it is a cross country like triathlon type race that lasts several days. And he said somebody
mind
beat me
you,
by 5 hours.
mind you, it was a co-ed race, so it
Yes.
didn't even matter.
And this race, I think, is like exclusive to like one state. I think it's like exclusive to like Utah or like some other, bumfuck state, Actually, I don't think Utah's a bumfuck state, but
It
it's
is.
just
No, it is. It is.
I never been there, and I think Salt Lake City looks nice from the photos I've seen, but you
They don't
know,
want your kind there, boy.
they don't want my kind anywhere. Um,
Unless you play for the Jazz, they don't want you over there.
well, like yeah, like this is like a multi-day race, and he's just like somebody completed a record by like 5 hours, and this person probably trained like fucking crazy, trained like the Terminator, and then
Also,
bro,
a week long race and you only win by 5 hours is not that crazy. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like 5 hours
right,
is incremental compared to like the
and
whole grand scheme of it. But I just
and
think that
like
was like
no,
uh,
it is fucking hilarious because like Trumpers are gonna get so upset about like, oh my God, they're dominating the competition. One, it's a co-ed race. One, it's not a popular sport. Like it's only popular to this one specific region. Like this is not something that's going to be in the Olympics or any shit like that. And they're just like, oh my God, they're taking girl college opportunities away or some shit like that. It's just like this is not something that gets you to college. This is like what
bro,
bored
that
adults do.
yeah, right. I don't know. I just thought that was probably one of the most egregious lies I've heard him. And he said some lies in his day. That might have
Yeah.
been the most egregious. I was like, what? As soon as he said it, like my ears perked up. I was like playing the game while listening to it in the background. I was like, what did he just say? 5 hours.
I'm thinking like a 5 hour race, like
Yeah. I was like,
that
what do you
has
mean? I thought
that has to be a cross country type race.
that
No,
was
there is no race that lasts that long. Not even like the marathon, the
yeah, but
5Ks or 50Ks that
I
happen
looked
in
up a
your area.
marathon. I looked up a marathon. I was like, he must maybe he's talking about a marathon. They said an average marathon runner is like the race itself is like 3 hours. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? For like an average runner.
Yeah, I've done a
So
lot
if
of
you won
volunteering
by
work.
5, who were you racing?
Fucking Roadrunner, bitch. Yeah, like
You
I've
joined
done a
the
lot of
Olympic team.
volunteering for like those marathon um the shit that they would put together in Miami. So like I know those races don't last that long. So I think it's absolutely ridiculous that people were just like, uh, that is a lie that is gonna catch a stupid amount of traction for how false it is. But no, that was a very funny lie. I did not watch The Address. Me and J5 were watching Capcom Cup. Um,
Understandable.
yeah, we he likes to watch NXT like a little bit later so he could like just fast forward ahead and shit like that. But since the state of whatever addressing the Senate took up 20 minutes of NXT, we fucking caught up and we were pissed. Because we skipped,
Donald Trump addresses his enemies.
yeah,
We should have called it.
he addresses cock riders, bruh. That's all it was. But yeah, no. Shit
That's my
was a little
political take
crazy.
for the day. That's all you
Um,
get.
my not political take, one of just my regular takes would be um bars are too dark nowadays. I
Too
need
loud too,
y'all,
Loki.
yes, but I need y'all to turn the lights up just a little bit. It doesn't have to be,
We dark too, so you know what I mean. So we
we
already fighting for
don't
our lives in it.
we don't have to turn up the lights bright. I'm just saying that we can cast in a mood light that can light up the room. Why do I say
Mm,
this? I went to an event in LA. I'm trying to meet, other friends and people outside of my immediate circle.
yeah,
So there's a thing that's put together. I think it's called Cuties LA, and it's just like a very inclusive and black owned or probably black owned. I'm not sure. They host a lot of black events, so I'm gonna assume it's black owned. It would be very weird if it was like Koreans doing it, right? Um,
nah.
I think it'd be bizarre.
I don't
But
know. Sometimes.
well, so like they were having an event and it was just like, okay, you could come to the bar, do your thing. And then they'll have colored bracelets, based on what you're looking for.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, one of those parties.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I pull up with somebody, another somebody else that I met outside of my immediate circle. What's really crazy is that we messed on Hinge, and then she was just like, "Oh, you're
Hey,
from Miami too," and I was like, "Yeah," and I was just like, "Oh, you worked at Blah Museum, dude? You know Blah?" And I was just like, "Yeah, I turn up with that motherfucker all the time." So
it's
we
a
have,
small world.
yeah, very extremely small world, but we both go. We pick our color bracelets. Soon as we get inside, I cannot tell what any other person color is.
Mm.
Like
Yeah, it
it
kind of
is
defeats
so
the
fucking
purpose.
dark. Yeah, it completely defeated the purpose. It's dark as shit in there. And then like the only lights that are there were like really around like the bar. Like even
Yeah.
around like sitting areas and shit like that. Dark. Even with
Mm.
like the very tiny lamp there is. I think bars are too dark. Sometimes I do think they're too loud. It really depends. But yeah, man, turn them lights the fuck up, please.
Turn it up.
Um,
I'm with you. I'm with you on that.
yeah. Also, um, I went to Korean barbecue. That was 2 weeks ago when we didn't do banter. That's what I was doing. I was hanging out with Justice's wife and one of her friends that I met at the wedding. We got K
Yeah.
barbecue, nigga.
Fire?
Oh,
Overrated? What we talking?
amazing! No, the food was
Okay.
fantastic.
Gotcha.
The music that plays that was playing in there. I don't know what I don't know what motherfucker they got on the aux, bro, but they're strictly playing Kendrick Lamar and Tyler the Creator. That was the only thing that they were
Very
playing.
LA.
Yeah, very LA, but like I'm just like, but they're playing like the sadder. Well, they're playing their most recent stuff, so you're getting a lot of stuff from like Chromacopia, and I'm just like, um, the song with like Mary Jane, where he's just like, I don't really want to have your kid, but like if we go through with it, I would completely
Yeah.
support you. That's not the type of shit I'm trying to hear while I'm here.
We let the album spin?
Yeah, like they were just letting the album go, and I'm just like, this is not the kind of shit I want to hear for this. Um they
When you're
played
playing B raps?
yeah, right. They were playing they played all of the Kendrick disses and some of the stuff on
Uh,
GNX, and I was just like,
you play Meet the
GNX.
Grams outside?
I'm
Outside your
saying
headphones?
they're playing Meet the Crabs and fucking K barbecue, bro. These niggas are insane. I like
No,
Meet the
if I'm in
Grams is
that,
my favorite song out of like all the other disses, but I'm just
really?
like
I don't even want to go to that. I feel like that was like
I
what's going on
I
here?
I think the song is just like I think it's a really good song. I'm a I really like the Alchemist and shit like that, and I
I
like
do
the
too.
beat. All that. It's actually like my favorite of of the whole thing. Um,
If I had to do a top three briefly of the diss tracks, I would have to go. Number one was Euphoria, and then number two,
they better play
just
going
off the
too.
just off the strength of how massive it is. I can't not put Not Like Us at like two, and then three would be Family Matters. I really really like Family Matters. That's it. That's all I had to say.
Uh,
I'm a big fan of Family Matters.
yeah, they did play that. They played that too. I'm forgetting what that one sounded like, but I'm
It's like
putting
three different beats, so
yeah. Unfortunately, I'm putting Not Like Us at the bottom because that shit sounds terrible, and I know that is it's a very LA or like very California sound. It's a very
some
regional
mustard,
sound
some
that
mustard joint.
yeah that I don't like, and I'm not gonna like. I heard the first 20 seconds of that shit when it first dropped, and I was like, this beat is garbage. Um,
Not my favorite beat. No, not my favorite
no,
mustard beat either.
the
And I
beat
like
is
mustard
fucking
beats.
the fucking beat is terrible. So I the only times I heard it in full is when it was like put upon me. Um, but yeah, no, in K Barbecue, they was playing that shit like fucking crazy. Um, but like I will say something that's very different from like I understand why Miami doesn't like why it doesn't really happen in Miami a lot, but like you go to places in LA and you're going to hear LA artists own or like California artists only.
Yeah, yeah, no, that makes sense.
I understand why you don't do that in Miami because I would be very upset if I was at K Barbecue and then you're playing nothing but Denzel Curry. It's scaring
I'm,
me.
I'm about to say Miami or just Florida in general is very
It's very
currently
it's very
aggressive.
underground.
It's very
Uh
underground, aggressive, kind
yeah,
of.
like
I
if
feel like
I feel like even if I was K Barbecue and you played nothing but Rick Ross, I would be like, "Oh, that's really cool that y'all doing this." But I'd be like, "Why though?
see
What y'all creating about this?" Oh.
the
Uh,
problem with Connecticut is we don't got nobody. We don't have nobody, which is crazy. You
well,
think
I
we
mean,
would
you
just
could
because like where we're located at, but like
y'all
we
got
don't got
50 Cent.
nobody. Never the king of New York. You live in Connecticut. Um, yeah, I mean, like it's crazy. Like CT, we like for the longest time we rep Dipset. Like you know, what I mean, that was like I don't know how that happened. I guess they were out in Connecticut a lot back in those days, but like everybody seemed to rep Dipset heavy out in CT, and they repped us. So did Jadakiss mentions us say CT a lot in songs too, and Max
Mhm.
B. Oh yeah, but like yeah, we it's like CT like has no music identity. Like no music comes from CT at all.
New York is y'all musical
Yeah,
identity.
yeah, that's what I'm
Um,
saying. Or like either that or like we'll rap Boston stuff, but like
yeah.
you know what I mean.
Um,
Like even then, you don't hear nobody asking like, "Yo, play that Bia." You know what I mean? I think she's from Boston. Whoever like play
um,
Bia.
yeah, like I don't know, but like yeah, at K Barbecue, listening to nothing but Kendrick and Tyler, I was just like, Jesus Christ, man, can y'all lighten the mood in this motherfucker? I'm gonna Plan B raps and pure hate. I'm trying to have a good time with the gals, bro.
Pure hate over the barbecue is crazy.
Yeah, this shit was crazy, bro. No, that was a very fun night. K barbecue is really cool. Um, they ordered so much fucking food, it was ridiculous. Um,
Yo, you know how I've been getting on my TikTok algorithm? Speaking of LA culture, that dude that be talking about all the celebrities and gangs and shit. Do you get those in your on your for you page?
no, I don't get that no more.
This
I'm glad
dude,
I don't get that no
I'm
more.
starting to think he making some people up. He was saying some names. I was like Bill Murray, a part of so and so. Like Bill Murray, what you talking about? He feels some random old white guy. Like what gang is he affiliated with? What is going on?
Uh,
It's a
nah,
surprising one today.
gang, damn, I'm saying this too close to my phone, so I might get it now. But
You know,
gang
get it. I'm gonna
culture
send it. I'm gonna
content,
repost it.
gang culture content is very confusing to me,
Press
and it's always
ratio.
And it's no, that's comedy. So I get that. But like niggas oh, man, what's that motherfucker called? Swamp stories and shit like that. That nigga weird. I've been over the gang culture shit when Twitter was just like, oh man, this person is affiliated with Trey Nine Bloods. You know, that stupid ass meme that was going around.
Yeah.
Um, when 6ix9ine got caught up, I was just like, this shit is so fucking whack, bro. Just like gang culture's in the toilet, bro. Y'all look like y'all look like some bitches.
Yeah, we need more wrestling repping gangs, I think. All we got in Javon like a blood or something like that.
Who knows?
I think I don't know. Wasn't he like repping blood on the indies or something like that? I could be wrong.
You see, that's why they had to get scripts out and get him in, bruh. You feel me? Let's get real shaky, man.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's
hold on, don't,
crazy.
Reggie a real one, bruh. Don't play. Reggie a real one, bruh. He can't go back to his hood, bruh. Shit got drastic.
What
Um,
if like what if Cena might be affiliated? Low key?
if y'all,
Low key? Cena might be affiliated.
the thing is, if Cena is affiliated, I know they didn't jump him in. They just like they gave him the honorary stamp.
Nah. Yeah, you Cena, dog.
No,
If you were a leader of a gang or you had some kind of rank and Cena wanted to fuck with y'all, you ain't bringing him in? Who going first of all, who gonna fight him?
nigga, when you get jumped in, everyone.
Who's gonna fight him?
Nigga, you ain't see that Vice doc when that one nigga said, "Man, I need some friends. I'm gonna be a crip."
That was crazy. That was crazy. That yes, that's what too.
Oh yeah, they were dog walking that nigga.
What wasn't that New York too? You want to be a New York, not even like not even like
Yeah, that's nothing.
not even a real deal. I mean, it is. I'm not gonna discredit whatever they got going on out there, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, from 15-year-olds put that stick to your stomach, nigga.
Yeah, let me wash my mouth.
But no,
You know,
go ahead.
I was gonna say, I do want to go to New York. I really want to go to that. We can kind of get into the actual WWE stuff at this point,
Yeah,
but I really want to go to Raw at Madison Square Garden next week, and the NXT show. That'd be cool too next week.
you
Man,
see what it do with meals, bruh.
I know this weekend got me activated, bro. I'm like, I was cool. I was already kind of excited for WrestleMania, but after this weekend, I'm all in, baby. They got the full attention. I'm locked in.
All
And Raw
right.
after Raw too. I mean,
I said it I think yesterday. Elimination Chamber was fantastic. Raw was fantastic. NXT was okay. But you're not really counting that. Um, if SmackDown is a heater, WWE is officially on the hot streak.
I thought SmackDown was good.
No, like this week's SmackDown.
Oh, this week. I don't see why not. We got the Cody response.
Yeah.
Um, whatever else Bianca got going on with that. Um, it could be good. I'm assuming the stars will be there. I feel like it's all hands on deck at this point
Hmm.
going forward. I would imagine. Um, so
Yeah.
we'll
Uh,
see.
the but yeah, just like in my opinion, that the official hot streak starts if SmackDown is good this week. Um, I seen a lot of, and I haven't really watched SmackDown a lot. I addressed that last week, but like I've just seen that it is just kind of just not it. Like it seems like it's just very just like
It's rough.
yeah, and
You know what it feels like?
coasting.
No, it feels like when Triple H was first taking over the Raw 3 hours, it took a
Hmm.
really long time for him to finally get the show where they were like feeling they were moving along better. We're back to the initial stage of like the 3 hour show where he doesn't know what to do with all this time,
Hmm.
and the roster is so much smaller on SmackDown, that's why I'm so shocked they kind of took so many people away because I I like I can only watch so many Jacob Fatu tag team main events every week. You know what I mean? Like I guess to a point, I'm like, all right, bro, I don't care. But yeah, no, it's right. You know what it feels like? It feels like Collision with an extra hour. Really, really long matches that don't really need to be that long, but they are.
Yeah,
They have to just fill up time.
I've been
Um,
seeing LA Knight getting 2 segment matches, bro. I'm just like,
Bro, I
there's
saw
no need for that.
Miz and R-Truth had like a 2 second. Like, bro, Miz and R-Truth do not need to be working any more than 8 minutes at any time. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, when you got Miz doing multi segments, the show is the roster is real thin. The women's mid
um,
card is non-existent. Um, yeah, it's a lot.
um,
Tag teams are hooping though. I'll give them that. They got
yeah,
the tag team got motion.
tag niggas hooping, but
Everything else, I don't know.
that's only like 35 minutes of a three of a 3 hour
I'm
show.
saying,
But yeah, no, I haven't really been tapped in, and from just what I'm hearing on Twitter, or what I'm seeing on Twitter, I'm not really
yeah,
convinced.
you're not missing stuff. You're not missing much.
Okay.
I'll tell you that much.
All right. So let's talk about wrestling. Pull my phone out, get these notes out. We in the trenches with it.
Elimination Chamber.
Elimination Chamber.
Elimination Chamber. Boy,
I
what a
felt like
show.
shit was heat, top to bottom. Let me just pull it up real quick. I'm gonna pull up the
I got
card.
I got the card up for you.
Okay.
Bianca Belair defeats Alexa Bliss, Roxanne Perez, Bailey, Liv Morgan, and Naomi to get a title shot at WrestleMania against now Io Sky.
Yeah.
Um Match starts off the rip. Jade Cargill's back
Eat.
for revenge. We thought she'd go for Liv Morgan. No, it was a swerve, bro. She went straight for Naomi. Whooped their ass.
Dog walked there.
Dog walked her. Bianca screaming in the pod. Alexa Bliss, like, what the hell's going on?
Um,
Just real art, real cinema.
yeah, just that alone, that like sparked a lot of theories that I was like seeing and shit like that. And everybody was just like, why did Liv think she was gonna get hit? If she it's just some shit. It was like, why would she think she would get hit if she didn't actually do it, if she was like actually
Because
innocent. And it was just like,
maybe she thought
oh,
Jade thought that. You know what I mean?
yeah, it could have very much been a possibility that, she thought that. She could have been blindsided. She could have probably never seen her attacker.
Yeah.
And then
Happens all the time.
yeah, and then, but she was just like, I seen the real tape.
Shit,
I
we
got
still don't
that.
know who attacked Hideo in the parking lot. It's been 5 years, 10 years.
He did it. He did it
You
to
feel me?
himself. He pulled the Eddie Thorpe before Thorpe did it. Um, and then yeah, just beat the brakes off Naomi. Um, I think there's like a couple theories that I would just like that the Liv Morgan one, and then the uh Bianca just couldn't wait to lose those tag titles, so she could like stab Jade in the back, blah blah blah, and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, that doesn't really work in my mind, because if Bianca wanted to get, if Bianca was like the real evil one, if Bianca wanted to go back into singles, she would have vacated the titles instead of being
Yeah.
like, no, I will bring Naomi on and then we'll carry it forward. If I'm itching, man, I can't wait to get back into singles competition. And then Naomi is just like, hey, man, no, let me just take her place. I go, whoa, big fella.
Yeah.
That's not how the rules work right here.
I, I, my feelings about this is I can't if they're gonna make Bianca the bad guy, I just don't I'm trying to find a justification as why she would do that. You know what I mean? Because like they were winning.
Yeah, that's why
There was no
that's why I'm
animosity.
just
Like,
like,
what would be
uh,
the reason for you to turn on her?
oh man, Jade. I mean, Bianca couldn't wait to get rid of those tag titles, so she's kept successfully defending it
Yeah.
and retaining the title. It's just so silly.
So
Um,
if they do that, I'm very interested to see what the explanation is as to why she would want to turn. That's going to be
eh,
the kind of the determination for me if this was a good story or not. Like
the what I think
it
is
has to
gonna
make
be
sense for
is
me.
it might be the K it might be the KO and everything. Like, niggas pulled up on me You ain't check up on me. I was trying to get your attention when I was posting me doused in Sweet Baby Ray's on Twitter, bruh.
But Bianca said already that she reached out and Jay didn't respond allegedly.
Uh, well,
Mm.
figure it out, triple nose.
Triple,
That
they
had
triple
that
nose.
that has to be one of my favorite ones. I'm sorry.
Triple
Uh,
nose.
yeah, triple nose is fucking hilarious. Um,
I feel like he's been getting that for a long time too. Well before
it's so
GM
child.
era.
It's
That's
so
that's
childish.
that's forum era right there.
Bring back the classics, bruh.
Bringing back the classics. Next,
Okay. Go ahead.
other than the next match, Nia Jackson, Candice LeRae versus Tiffany Stratus and Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus. Um, Tiffany and Trish get the win.
I
Ain't
thought
much to
I
talk about in this one.
ain't
To
much
be
to talk
honest with
about,
you,
but I thought this match was fine. I
yeah, it's
think
fine.
the only thing that is missing from here, and I mentioned it in the Discord that you could join for $20 to $5, 20 patreon.com/the A Show RNC, that this match was missing something, and that something is Charlotte Flair. After everything that has been happening with Elimination Chamber and Raw, Charlotte feels like an
This feud
afterthought.
sucks. This whole
It
thing sucks.
it feels
I
like
don't
a
like none
fucking
of it.
afterthought. And you know what's really bad about this whole thing is that Charlotte is just really just dog walking Tiffany as like what seemingly is going to be her first title defense. I know.
You
Oh,
know
go
what it
ahead.
reminds me of? When Rey Mysterio first won the championship and then he kept
Mhm.
getting his ass whooped by everybody. It's the whole
Yeah.
first reign. Uh,
I mean, we
there's
haven't
still
seen
time.
that. We haven't seen that in a while, but I just don't think
I don't
that
like
that
it.
needs to be happening to Tiffany. And I don't think that, if it was honestly, if it was just anybody fucking else and not Charlotte, and
Yeah.
then Tiffany lost, I'd be like, all right, cool. That's okay with me.
The issue with Charlotte is that like if she's not in the title picture, there's not much you can really do with her. There's not
Yeah.
what else can she do? If you
And
want to
that,
go for the mid card, but I feel like I don't know. Charlotte's such a weird person to book because she's like done everything. There's nothing for else for her to do. Unfortunately,
yeah. I just think I
it's a
just
little
think it's
tougher
weird
compared to the
that like
men.
I just never really seen, excuse me. I just never really seen WWE actually like flirt or like realistically put her in the mid card. Like I don't even that what is it? Her title reign with Asuka, what is it? That shit didn't even last long.
I don't even remember
Um
that.
yeah, she's a tag champion. And that's probably like and that was the time when main eventers were all in the goddamn tag title scene. Like it was all star-studded people. You had Asuka, you had you had Becky around in that mid card as well. It was just like a stomping ground of big dogs. You feel me? Uh,
Yeah.
it's probably fuzzy, but like I remember that time it was just like a lot of like top people in there. Um, but yeah, they just never really flirted with her around in like in the mid card. So it's just really weird when she's just like around. Like
I
anybody
I
that's on the
think
top, it's inevitable.
I think Charlotte should go to AEW or like Japan or something.
I
I, I'm
I would not support this or I mean, it is what it is.
I just like what else is there for her to do, bro? She beat everybody except for like the only thing she hadn't done is the Bianca feud yet,
Yeah.
and
Um,
then that's kind of it.
yeah, man, send her to Zendai Girls or fucking Mary Gold or some
Yeah,
shit.
what I'm saying.
Uh,
I would love to see her work Japan. That'd be crazy
yeah,
if she
fuck
like
it.
started doing Japan for a minute.
AEW, absolutely not.
Something, something got to change. She needs to change the scenery.
She just needs to like she just needs a change in like positioning within the company. Like I think it's like really to the detriment of, you know, the product and Charlotte herself that she is not flexible. And fulfilling like different roles and stuff like that. Like
Yeah,
I'm just gonna be straight up one dimensional.
she's one dimension. No, that's absolutely a fair assessment of Charlotte. Now that
You
one dimension she has, she's very very good
really
at
good. Yeah. But it's just like you can't be a face. Nobody has ever bought her as a face.
ever.
Um you
And
can't
they tried a lot of times too.
Yeah, it'd be very weird if you were in the middle. Well, at least as of right now, it'd be
Can you
very
imagine her
weird if
feuding
she
with
was in.
Chelsea Green?
That's why I'm just like, and I know I'm saying that she should probably do something else, but even I recognize that a feud with Chelsea Green is probably
That's
the
crazy.
dumbest shit that WWE would do,
That wasted
or
Charlotte's
they could
time.
do. Yeah. But if she wanted to like go after Lyra, I'd be like, oh, okay, that's yeah, big dog. You feel me? That's something more
The
deadly or
problem
actual
is
threat.
she gonna beat her though. That's the
Yeah,
problem.
exactly. But like, Charlotte always has to win.
That too. She
I
always has
feel,
to be champion.
yeah, I feel like her and Mercedes Moné are just like in the same space, even though Mercedes is like top mid Carter right now. But like right now they are just champion, and they could be nothing but that. Um,
Yeah, I
for
kind of they're in the same boat.
for two different reasons, but yeah, your one dimension is champion, and yeah, no, there's just that's not fly to me uh right now or ever actually. Um yeah. I felt like this match needed like that because like Tiffany and Charlotte feels like a pure afterthought. Um
Yeah.
After everything that's been happening on Elimination Chamber and stuff like that. And then honestly, you know, maybe they'll get like a lot of, time dedicated on SmackDown, but like I'm not looking forward to seeing that shit on SmackDown. I'm looking forward to see what Bianca and Jane and all them gonna do. I don't give a fuck
Yeah.
what the fuck they gonna be doing. Um, and I know Money in the Bank reigns, historically don't really last long.
Well, that's kind of been defeated at this point.
Well,
Triple H tried to switch it up, but in previous history, yes.
but now it's about to seem like we back to the old days, you know. Um, And I just think that's whack because I think Tiffany Stratton is a very great performer. I think she's a great wrestler. She does have flaws in like the promo department and stuff like that. People say she should have never been faced, but
They didn't really have much of a choice.
she's too nice to not be
She,
a face. Like people
yeah,
are
she
fucking
just
with it.
people. Yeah, since she got the moment she debuted, people were like, "Yeah, we fucking with her." And like at some point, you gotta be all right.
Yeah,
That's fine. You're the
there's
face, bro.
no real
Es-
booing it.
Especially if you're going to get Charlotte.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So it is what
Okay.
it is in that instance. You know what might help? I hate to say they might have to throw somebody else in it there because they're probably gonna end up having two triple threat women's matches if that's the case.
Yeah.
Assuming it's Rhea, Bianca, and Io at WrestleMania, you might have to throw somebody else in that match to help it. That way,
But
maybe
my thing
Charlotte doesn't
is
have to
is
be
that
involved in the finish or something like that.
even when Charlotte wins, bro. Then what? Like what am I looking forward to?
I don't know.
Because I don't. Cause who's next? Who is Charlotte's first defense?
That's Triple Noses' problem.
It's gonna be our problem eventually. Because I don't think like whatever her next feud is going to be something that we are going to enjoy.
Each in.
You know,
The
black
long
people
back
don't.
attack, baby. Anyway, let's get to the next match, man. Sami Zayn loses to Kevin Owens in an unsanctioned match. You know it's unsanctioned because the referee didn't have a referee shirt on.
It's like say shit when the ref has this baggy ass black tee on.
With the black tee.
I was just like, oh
Uh,
my fucking lord, bro. He had the Warlockian black gloves prepped. I was like, okay, bro. I get it.
this this was great. This every Sami Zayn Kevin Owens match. They always go all out. It was really good. They could. I have a slight nitpick, and it's something that's just kind of out of Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens' control. its production of WWE as a whole. It's really weird to like watch this really like graphic and violent and gritty match
Hmm.
with all these like beautiful HD lights and cameras, and
It's supposed to.
it's too glossy. Like I need some like a smoky filled arena, you know what I mean?
I don't think they could
Like the
just.
AC don't work, you know what I mean? I know it's out of their control, but it's just like they're trying to
I,
kill each other, but it's like it's too pretty.
this is such a funny complaint because I can just imagine they're just like, hey man, we're gonna have we're gonna have Elimination Chamber, but if you want to watch Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens unsanctioned, you have to go to the fucking community center
Yeah,
12 blocks
right.
away to watch this.
Yeah, I need that. I see I can see the barbed wire too clear. You know what I mean? The camera was too nice. They were too close. I don't know. But no, the match itself was really good though. I really enjoyed the match. Kevin Owen needed that win in the worst way. Especially for the post match with Randy Orton coming back
Hmm.
to a big ovate. This is the second time in a row Randy Orton come back and then something bigger happens after the fact.
Hmm.
In the same night. But yeah, no, Randy coming back. So that looks like the direction. I don't know what Sami Zayn direction is for WrestleMania, but that's for Triple Nose to find out, I guess. I'm calling that the rest of the show. Go Triple Nose.
I'm gonna stop
Um,
doing that. Can't have both.
but yeah, man. I mean, I thought that this is a match of the year candidate early. For me.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm just I had nothing else to
Uh,
say. It's definitely stand out. They had a
you
barbed wire
know,
steel chair, which is very rare for WWE to do
no,
stuff like that.
my one complaint about this match is we got no power driver tease.
Oh yeah, we didn't. Interesting.
That I when I was watching it, I was just like, what's really gonna turn up this match, or like when it seems like we're at that midway point, is when they're gonna tease the power driver, and it did not happen in the match. I
That's
think they
whack.
like I think they teased it like after when he like ripped off the concrete, and he was gonna like
Yeah,
but I was just like, no, I needed that in the match. Like the match was already unsanctioned, you know.
yeah.
Yeah, the
So you expect him to take it there because it's
I
unsanctioned.
yes, yes,
That's right.
actually, because Kevin Owens, you want to. It's the it's like Osprey with the fucking Tiger Driver, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Like you want to put him down. You want to end this match. You want to get your revenge. You want to.
He
It's
said he
like
wanted to put him in a wheelchair or something to that
yes,
effect in the
and
promo.
then you
So
don't even tease the move that's going to take him there.
I
That
didn't
is
even
my only
notice that.
complaint. That is my only complaint about the match.
I would have liked some blood too, but I understand why they didn't do it in regards to the angle that happened at the end of the show. I can see why they didn't
Hmm.
want to do blood twice. So that one is kind of just like I'm not even like blood guy usually, but like I felt like a match like that you could probably get a little bleeding.
Yeah, like they didn't even bleed from the barbed wire chair
Yeah, I hate that. I hate.
or any of the fucking chair hits.
Yeah,
What is it? He did like a like the toe hold whatever joint, and then
yeah,
Kevin Owens bust his face on the fucking chair, but his face wasn't busted. Um,
yeah. I don't like barbed wire spots. There's no blood.
yeah,
I feel like
and
you need blood because
and
it's
I
a
don't
barbed wire. You know what I
and I
mean?
don't know who put that report out that was just like, oh, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, they requested to use actual barbed wires and not a shaved down chair, blah blah blah. And I was just like, y'all setting them up for failure. I know that I feel like that's not true. Cause
They
ain't no
might have,
fucking
but
way.
they wasn't getting it. They might have
Yeah.
requested it, but they wasn't getting that.
Yeah.
Triple H like fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Hell
True
no.
Nose was just like, huh?
We got
This is
WrestleMania in a couple weeks. You're bugging.
this is not ROH guys. We have sponsors. Let's try to just keep this we can keep it violent without having to stoop that far, guys. Let's just go out there. Um yeah, I that is my only complaint about the match. I thought the match was fine. Um, but I needed Pekka Power Driver. Bad. Men's Elimination Chamber.
Main event we have Logan Paul versus Damian Priest versus CM Punk versus John Cena versus Drew McIntyre versus Seth freaking Rollins, an Elimination Chamber match, star-studded event. Um, yeah, man, I thought this was it was cool. I thought it felt like a tale of two matches. The first half of the match, um, people got eliminated pretty quick. Logan Paul, Damian Priest, Drew were all out pretty quick. The real story was the final three between Punk, Cena, and Seth Rollins. Cena and Punk having a hug in the middle of an elimination chamber match. I considered utter woke nonsense to be hugging in the middle of a chamber match, but in this instance, I understand CM Punk and John Cena, who I would consider wrestling soulmates, and they would probably feel the same way. Seth Rollins was really upset. He was like, Cena, you stay out of this. It's between me and Punk. But they got beef. And then in the end, I forgot how Seth got eliminated, but he was out. And then it was just down to Cena and Punk. And then at one point, Seth Rollins stomps CM Punk outside the ring after he'd been eliminated. And Cena was like, fuck it. Put him in SCFU. And Punk passes out and Cena wins the match. So Cena is going to WrestleMania to wrestle Cody Rhodes. Before we get to the post-match angle, what were your thoughts on the match?
Match was good. I think I'm looking at the pinfalls right now. Um, Drew got eliminated on some bullshit, boy. That nigga need to learn how to kick out of the 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 roll up type pins or the silly pins, bruh.
Silly pins.
Yeah, that shit look
the old
ridiculous.
the old schoolboy.
I don't remember much with Damian Priest and McIntyre besides like, Priest eliminating McIntyre, but I do think that you know, Paul, Rollins, Punk, Cena, they all did their thing. I didn't really feel like Cena did much or like a lot in this match
Yeah, me too.
until it was just like down to him and Punk. Um Rollins did great. Rollins showed out. I'm just gonna say that right now. I thought he was honestly my favorite uh in the chamber.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Rollins wrestling like a nigga who want to prove himself. I think he's like, yo, niggas forgot who the fuck I am. That's how I
Yeah.
feel Rollins been wrestling since the year started. He's like, y'all niggas must have forgot who the fuck I am.
He been wrestling
That's
he
how
been wrestling he been wrestling like that since he came back from no, not since he came back from injuries since because he came back from
he came back from the injury a little too early. And then he left again.
yeah. The second
Then he
time he
left
came
again.
back, he was just like, man, y'all
But
forgot
yeah,
who the fuck I was.
since the end of the year, he's been like, it's a different level. Also, shout out, I didn't say it, but Liv
Oh,
Morgan,
oh yeah, yeah,
MVP
yeah.
of the Elimination Chamber. She is, as of right now, my woman's wrestler of the year by far. She's hooping. She's
I will agree. I think she's doing great stuff. I felt her and Bianca had amazing chemistry. Um,
yes, including that
though,
tag match they had on Monday as well that we didn't speak on, but the tag title match was fantastic. That's probably the best women's match of the year so far, in my opinion.
uh, okay. I'm not bothered by that, but I can't think of anything I would put over it. So I can
Yeah, it was really good.
I can't think of mine currently. The year just started. I'm not thinking of end of year shit already, you know. I really started thinking about year of end shit like Mania because that's like our first like big point of the year.
Yeah,
Big milestone and then like Survivor Series and then I think whatever AEW pay-per-view happens like around
all,
October,
all
November.
in. We
Yeah,
can go
yeah.
like all in August.
Uh, they do something in October, right? Or October, November?
October is Wrestle Dream,
Yeah,
if
that's
I'm
when
not
I start
mistaken.
feeling that's when I start filling out the worst. Um, God, Wrestle Dream.
But yeah, all right. Well, anyway, we're
Yeah.
going slow. Let's get to the real story here.
Yeah, let's get to the meat here.
Pause, but
Nah.
no pause. All right. Yeah, post match, Cena wins. Cody Rhodes comes out. He's like, hey, they point at the sign, they did the whole thing. And then Rock's music hits. But then Fiend
Mm.
comes on. We see Travis Scott. Then the Rock music hits. They come down together. It's the Rock and Travis Scott. We get in the ring. Rock like, hey, Cody, you know what time it is. Give me your soul, nigga, your mind, body, and your soul. And then Cody was like, yo, you can't have my soul. I already gave my soul away to the people. And then
And
the
the
crowd goes
people.
wild. The crowd goes wild. And he goes, Rock, go fuck yourself. And then the crowd goes crazy. And then Cena goes crazy. He's jumping around. He look like he looking nuts.
Fake
They're
ass
bouncing
nigga.
around. And then Cena goes in for the dap. They hug. And the camera zooms out. And Cena makes a face at Rock. And then Rock gives him the old neck slit. You feel me? Well, kind of like a face. I don't know what he was doing. It was a weird gesture. And then Cena lets Cody go.
The trash ass throat slit.
Kick straight to the dick. Cena officially join the dark side. He's healing, baby, bro. It sucks. I you probably had a better experience than I did because I didn't get to see it live. I was
Oh,
my
what?
daughter my daughter had a performance that she did great in, by the way. She had
Hey
a
man,
dance performance.
you know
So
Peacock got a mobile app.
I can't. It was a small venue. I would have had my phone out. People would have seen.
One,
But
one AirPod in, phone on lap.
but but see, I didn't get to see it live, so I didn't even go on my wrestling account. I went on my personal account, but it didn't matter because something of that magnitude was going to get on
Yeah, that
my
shit was changing
personal.
the universe.
So I was gonna see it regardless. I was like, oh my god, they really did it. Cause the thing with like, it was always a possibility Cena could have been the one, but it was like I couldn't imagine it. I can't like it's been so long. I didn't think they would do this on his farewell tour. I'm kind
I
of just
do.
like, you know what? Get now, but I mean, like, I could see it. It felt more like a what if, like, yo, what if, like, you know what I mean? Like, you when you're a friend,
Mm-hmm.
like, yo, what if this happened? But you don't really expect it to happen just because it hasn't.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And like after all these years, this has been what? It's 2025. So by 2005, people were already begging for Cena to turn heel. We had to wait 20 years to get there. The crazy part is it all makes sense. That nigga's been losing since like 2016. That nigga don't win.
Mm-hmm.
So it would make perfect sense for him to be like, you know what? I want this. I want number 17. Fuck it. I'm rocking with TKO. I'm rocking with Rock. I'm rocking with Travis Scott. Oh, and they beat the. But I didn't even finish. They beat the shit out of
Yeah, they
belt
beat the shit
shot.
out.
Rock
Travis
whipping him with
Scott
the belt, and then Travis Scott was like, you know what? Let me get on in on this, bro.
started
Right?
started he started choking him. He got face to face. I was like, you gonna kiss the nigga?
Like, what you about to do? Like he didn't know at that point. He's like, oh, he didn't like. I didn't think I'd get this far. What do I do now?
he
So,
was
so
like,
then
all
Rock like
right,
put
go
so
good.
like Rock puts him down, and then like Travis Scott's still kind of confused what to do. But I think at this point, Rock probably like, yo, just do something because you look
Just
crazy right now.
yeah,
Do something.
he lifted him up and he like so slap him.
Or just something. So Travis Scott cocked his arm all the way back and just went wham, smacked the shit out of Cody. I know that. I know that boy's ears was ringing, dog. Cause
Mm-hmm.
that was that report came out about he may have had a ruptured eardrum. I believe it. The way he got hit,
Yeah,
I wouldn't doubt that at all.
he slapped him flush in his ear, and then
Straight up,
it did the
and it was
thing.
loud too.
Yeah, it did the thing where the show like ends on Peacock, but then like excuse me, it cuts into the press conference portion of the show,
Yeah,
but there's still
yeah,
like at the ring, like when Jey Uso won, they were just like,
Yeah,
oh,
walking
whatever, the
away.
show's over, but like he still turned it up with the people and shit like that. When
Yeah,
Cody gets up, he puts his finger to his ear, and I'm just like,
like
yeah.
fuck. Like, can I hear?
And then,
Dog,
once I saw that, I was just like, yeah, gotta get him back. You feel me? He gonna get his
he
lick.
got it. He gonna
Cody
get
gotta
a
get his lick
receipt.
back. And then
He
Rock
gonna
was just
get
like,
that.
if you're gonna hit him, he
You better
gotta get
do
one
it.
you too. You
Because that
know?
is true though. If you're gonna go in there, you got to do it. You can't half-ass it because it's gonna look crazy.
Yeah,
So you're like, fuck.
and he gotta get his lick back.
Yeah,
Just
Cody. Yeah, Cody. You got it just off the strength because that's crazy.
especially if he slapped
if
the fuck
you
out
rub
my ear.
if you rupture my eardrum, dog, yeah, you got to get it. So I'm assuming at
I
Mania, take a
I
table bump or something. You got to do something.
oh
Got
I
to
need
happen
I need him to take a crossroads.
through a table on a
Sure.
ladder, whatever.
Take the crossroads off the announce table or off the announce desk straight to hard floor. You
Did you
feel
see
me?
the clip the post Triple H put out where like Travis Scott backstage? I ain't never see him that hype about anything in my
He's
life.
geek.
That man was geek, bro. He
You
jumped
see
around like a
the
fifth grader.
you see the other report where he said he got the bug. He about to put a
Yeah, he got the
get a wrestling
bug.
ring and all his
They're about to
friends.
get the ring and everything.
Hey, Bad Bunny, show this nigga what's up, man. I know that nigga Travis can't
Yeah, I
wrestle
mean,
for real.
he got the
Travis
cardio. I'm telling you, he got
Travis Scott
the.
said, I'm building a wrestling ring in every crib, and I'm gonna get 100 pounds bigger." I said, "Huh?
Yeah,
You got to put the drugs down for that."
put him down, brother. But this ain't about Travis Scott. This is about possibly the biggest wrestling angle
Yeah.
that could be done in history.
I think this is fantastic. And then also something that I thought about, keep getting messages on my phone. Something that I was thinking is that, okay, Cena, well, one, Cena said, I'm going to do his best for business, obviously. Like turning heel is like one of the biggest things he's could have done. It's still being talked about constantly on all avenues, burst into the mainstream. And then, he's a heel. He made that promise when he was a babyface. What if he says, "Fuck it, I retire when I say I want to retire, fuck nigga"?
I think he done.
I'm just
You know
saying,
what? I think he
what
done.
what's more evil than not fulfilling a promise? You feel me? Um,
Overstaying your welcome.
Cena overstaying his welcome.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just saying, like, I don't. I'm
I'm
that'd be
just
something,
saying.
but I think he's done. I genuinely think he's like, okay, let's wrap this. Like, I
Yeah.
think he's always wanted to do the heel turn, and I think it's more of a Vince. It's two things. I think Vince didn't want it, just didn't want it, and
Hmm.
two, I just think there. This is probably the biggest cosign for Cody ever because
Yeah.
I think Cena
He's the
felt like Cena and
he's
WWE were like, we can't do this because there's no one to replace Cena. Now they have people
mhm.
to replace Cena. You have a Cody. You have possibly a Jey Uso at some point. You have a Roman Reigns. You have, if you want to go to the women, you have a Rhea Ripley. You have a Bianca. You have people
That
where
could
you
be
don't need to
that
depend on
top.
one person.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you could be that top baby face, regardless of like gender.
yeah,
Um, Yeah, no, I think this is one of the biggest cosigns ever. This like solidifies Cody as your biggest heel on the show. Also, this is why he wrestling like he got something to prove because you didn't even mention Seth Rollins in the in the top baby face shit,
Well, you can't lie. Dog, that's how stacked the roster is right now.
Um,
Or Punk. I didn't even say Punk's name.
yeah. So like yeah, this is the biggest cosign that like, Cody's his probably ever like gotten. We were throwing ideas of, Cody or like Cena turning heel because do you think that they would actually turn Cody so soon or like, at all? Like, it was just pie in the sky, it's been said before. Like it was the equivalent of
Yeah,
saying this person should be called up, you know, but then it fucking
yeah,
happened.
yeah, it happened. And I just like,
And it was fantastic. It was just it was a moment. And I think, all those tweets saying, man, AEW really hot, got all the momentum right now. As soon as that Cena
that
shit
shit dead.
happened,
That shit dead. Ain't no
dead.
momentum. No company got momentum right now. If it ain't WWE, you ain't hearing about it, dog. Hey,
That
you know what the
shit
crazy part
cooked.
was? You know what the crazy part was too?
Collision was on.
Collision that night was actually a pretty good episode of Collision. Like it was genuinely good, which but only
Means nothing.
298,000 people seen it. So, but yeah, man, just like I do wonder how long they've been sitting on this, how long this was planned for. Because I know Triple H seen all them tweets and was like, yeah, like this shit ass, this shit ass. They're like, yeah, just wait, niggas.
Yeah, yeah,
I got y'all.
I
I
got
got
something
y'all.
for
This.
you.
I got time for y'all. Also, I don't believe Rock when he said that shit at Bad Blood meant something. No, it didn't. You didn't know what that shit meant. You should do it. I don't believe that. I don't think they've known since October.
Things that I hate about The Rock right now is that one, he's telling us constantly that he's playing a character.
Like we don't
Uh
know.
yeah, like we don't know that. Like he's constantly just being like, yeah, no, me and the fun like dog, his part at the press conference, I was just like, somebody cut his fucking mic. He's just fucking rambling and saying the same shit over and over.
I
Yeah,
didn't watch it.
he's telling us that he's playing a character. He was telling us, how this whole thing kind of came together, and I was just like, you don't have to pull the curtain back this much. I did not need to know all this. Um,
Yeah.
and then what I really don't like is that he's telling us he's playing a character and then he's explaining the character like over and over and over. Like I'm watching like a fucking YouTube character analysis, uh, or like a fucking YouTuber being like, explain this episode to me for like some fucking comic book TV show or
New
some shit
rock
like
stars.
that.
The wrestling new rock
Yeah.
stars.
What is it? He fucking rock, doing comics explained for his character, and I'm just like, shut the fuck up. The character is not hard to grasp. It's an authority figure.
You're the final boss.
That's it. What more needs to be said? He's talking about like this character has fucking layers and shit like that. Like, oh,
The
he could
depth.
be the corporate man, but when it's time to like, yes, nigga, like every fucking wrestler. Are you serious? Like, get the fuck out of here. I hate The Rock's like kind of involvement in this whole, or like, no, I hate Dwayne's involvement in this whole fucking thing. The Rock is
Dwayne.
whatever. But yeah, that is Elimination Chamber. Let's talk about our other news items real quickly. Excuse
Yeah,
me.
these two are brief. Brief. Ray Phoenix is officially a free agent. I expect it. If I'm fantasy booking, this is what happens. I'm telling you exactly what's about to happen. Right. Ludwig and Penta are. I don't know if they have a match next week on Raw or if they have some kind of segment. They're going to interact. Right. Pete
Mhm.
Dunne will then come out to jump Penta. That's when whatever music hits.
I'm telling you right now,
Lucha Bros by West Side Gun plays, and then
no. Shut the fuck up.
Ray Phoenix
Yeah,
comes out for the save in Madison Square Garden. That's what's gonna happen.
debuting in Madison Square Garden will be absolutely insane. Pete Dunne, if you link with the ops, use a hoe.
He ain't the ops. What you mean? That's not the ops.
Imperium, not the ops? Did you forget
Nah,
what Gunther has done to this nigga?
that was years ago. He was Walter back then. He wasn't even Gunther. It's a whole different nigga. He converted to Islam,
Bruh.
switched up and get the Gunther. I
Converting
mean,
to
change his
Islam,
name.
Jesus Christ. Shout
Converted
out
to
to
wrestling Islam.
shout
shout,
shout
shout,
shout all my Ramadan folks. You feel me?
yeah, you know what I mean? Shout out to Ramadan.
Yeah,
Ramadan. Was it Marubak? That's it, right?
nigga, don't ask me. I'm here. I'm showing love and support, man. Skip that lunch. Um,
You feel me?
be closer to God, and pray. Stop being sinful. You could do that in April, May for Mania in Vegas. Um. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's cool. One of my friends that like literally just started wrestling when it hit Netflix, he was just like, "Man, I'm fucking tired of seeing Penta and Ludwig wrestle." And I was just like, "This wrestling, baby."
It's wrestling, baby. They gonna fight a few more times.
Yeah, you got to see a rematch, man. I had to tell him about the three matches and out. Um,
Gotta do it.
yeah,
That's my guess for Ray Phoenix, but I'm sure we will see him sooner than later. I don't think
yeah.
they're gonna wait this out. They've been ready to have him out there. Allegedly they had
Merch done in
merch already done.
October.
They try to get that shit out the warehouse. So shit sit here for
Yeah,
months.
yeah.
Get it out.
Next, AEW pay-per-views will be able to be purchased on Amazon Prime.
Hey, another avenue to get their product out. I can't be mad at it. A lot of homes have Amazon Prime. Are you an
Yeah,
Amazon Prime user? I don't
no.
shop on Amazon enough to even. I really only use Amazon maybe like 2 or 3 times a year ever.
Yeah, that's why
Very
I stopped
rarely.
paying for the Prime membership. Um, yeah, no, I don't have. Well, I think I have Prime just like off my student discount or like my
Yeah.
student account, but like no, I don't use Prime. Like I still haven't seen the latest season of The Boys. I'm not watching Invincible. I'm not
I gave up
watching
on both of
anything.
those shows, bro. I really did.
Uh,
They weren't holding me no more.
uh, I believe it. Yeah, no, I have not been watching anything on Prime. The last thing, what is it? The one thing I watched last night, uh, I watched Anora because Mikey Madison just won that Oscar, and I wanted to see what all the hype was about. And Mikey Madison, um,
Yeah.
love you.
Yeah.
Um, the way that she talks about what she's doing is very artsy, and I think that's cool. And
Uh,
she was talking very disrespectful and mean in the movie, and I also thought that was cool as well. Um, Also, I thought this movie was like way better than the Florida Project. I remember my fucking ex was like showing me the Florida Project. She liked the movie a lot, but
What's the
like
Florida Project? What is that?
the Florida Project is by like the same
Same
director, same
director. Gotcha.
whatever. And it's just about prostitutes that are in Orlando near the Disney area. And for those who don't know, Orlando, people go to
The hoes out in Orlando? The hoes out in Disney
no.
World?
So there, people go to Orlando to go to Disney World, but Disney World is very far from Orlando.
Yeah, it's in Kissimmee, right?
Yeah, like if you guys know what I'm saying. So there's a lot of just kind of nothing in between.
Oh, I don't know. Then swampland.
Yes, there's like a lot of nothing in between. And the story is about just like a mother just trying to get by, but she's a prostitute and she's staying at a hotel. And at the end of the movie, I'm not spoiling the show, I don't give a fuck. Um, she gets like CPS called on her because one of
Oh,
her homegirls, who's also a prostitute, snitched on her because
mm.
her daughter would have playtime or like bath time when she would have clients in the room.
Got it.
And she got caught. It happens later on in the movie, but she gets caught. Um, like a client just goes into the bathroom and then it was just like, "What the fuck? There's a kid in here. The hell?"
That'd be crazy. Can you imagine that? You so shorty, you paid for the time.
Yeah,
You
and
go in the
then
bathroom. The
yeah,
child,
but like so,
dog.
CPS pulls up and they try to take the kid away or whatever, and then the kid like runs away, but then she runs into Disney World. And then there's just like a whole fucking Disney montage of them just like going on rides, having snacks, and just running around in the amusement park and shit like that. And I was just like, "What is this storybook ass ending, nigga? The police go report a missing child and still take her away, bro." Like, uh, I just thought you took like the seriousness out of the situation away. I was just like, this is too much of a little happy ending for me. I think I found out why they did that,
Mm,
but I don't remember and I don't care. Um,
mm.
and Honora, they decided to not really have a happy ending, and I was just like, this is the gravitas and the pain I was looking for. Uh,
I just assumed it was like a modern Pretty Woman.
I've never seen Pretty Woman, but probably
Okay,
because Mikey Madison is a very pretty woman. Um,
she is.
I'll tell you right now. Oh, also, before we go into AEW for real, niggas, step it the fuck up. We need our own Mikey Madison, bruh. Because why the fuck is SZA acting in movies, bruh? Shit is ridiculous. Niggas, step it up. We getting our asses cooked. Paul Atreides is fucking smoking niggas out here, man.
Shout out Timothy Chalamet, white boy of the year.
You feel me?
Might be 2 years in a row. Gotta be
Uh,
honest.
I saw the first.
He
I,
might.
I saw a hate tweet earlier. It was just like, oh, of course he's dating Kylie Jenner or whatever. They're both
Hey,
wiggers. And I was just like, well, tell them niggas to step the fuck up then. Shit. I fuck with this white boy. He's white, but I like him.
first of all, how old is Timothy Chalamet?
He a young nigga.
I think
I'm
he's
pretty
like
sure.
20, wait, 20.
I'm I'm
He's 20.
positive
He's
me and you.
29. He is
Okay.
29. Hey, no young nigga. Um, if I was 29
Me
years
and him the
old,
same age. You would call me a young nigga.
that's true. If I was 29 years old and I had Kylie Jenner as a possibility, I'm doing it too. Feel me? I'm willing to play stepdad.
She
I love
does
how
have
it's
a
all went
child.
full circle. It's all went full circle with Travis Scott too. And look at that. Look what we just did.
Yeah.
Look what we just
Um.
did.
Yeah. Nah. He cool with me. Shit. Paula Trades. That
What
nigga cool with
what
me.
what if Chalamet teams up with Cody? Feel me? Let's talk
White
about
boy
it.
of the year.
Fight for it a
Kidding
year.
me?
It might be a
Yeah.
tough battle between Cody and Timothy, who's White Boy of the Year. Low
I'm gonna
key.
go. I'm gonna go to Timothy Chalamet because Cody wasn't in Dune. So.
Cody
Uh.
would not do too.
And
I mean,
I'm sorry if I had to choose between Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 41 or Dune Part 2. I'm gonna go Dune Part 2. Uh, kill me. Um,
it was fire.
and also me being a big fan of Paul Atreides, I am the problem. But yeah, man. Niggas need to step it the fuck up. They killing us out here. Uh, don't make me start acting. I'm gonna get this shit right.
Mm.
You niggas right out here, man. Cause man, nigga actor, step the fuck up. I can't even name any right now. Um,
Who we got? We got Coleman
there's
Domingo.
yeah, I was just about to say that's the only cool nigga I can think of right now.
Fly nigga too. He got it on. He ain't missed yet. He missed no. He missed one time on the red carpet. He ain't missed since. Nothing but heat.
Uh,
Every outfit.
what is it? Paperboy, a cool actor and shit like that, but you know, I don't see him a lot of thing.
You gotta
Uh,
take that bullshit out of his hair.
I don't know what you're referring to,
That
but
nigga look crazy.
who the other nigga that's on Atlanta, Lathfield or whatever?
We ain't
That
heard from
nigga,
him in a minute.
yeah, that nigga can't act.
Licky.
Yeah, that nigga can't act for shit.
Mm.
Um, I like what is it? Denzel Kid that was in Tenet because I think Tenet's a funny movie. It's not supposed to be, but you know, it's
I
very
never seen it.
unserious, so it's cool with me. I thought he was cool in that. I never see I haven't seen Black Klansman or any other shit, but you know, he cool with me. But you other niggas, step it the
Lock
fuck up.
in.
All
Lock
right.
in.
That's enough banter AEW time because the show stinked and I want to get it out the way. We got I thought Ricochet and swear we were gonna have a match, but it was a contract signing, and
Well, they
it
did have a
wasn't.
match.
But yeah, I thought it was gonna be them like
Wow.
part two. Um, but they have a segment at the start of the show, Rare Dynamite, where it starts with a segment
Nice change of pace.
or like a contract signing. Very different. That's how I knew this was a go home. This is a go home, right?
Yeah, this is a go home.
You got the card up.
I can get it up. Actually, we'll get into it once we get to the actual preview. But
Yeah, let's just get that shit out the way. No, well, we'll get to it when we get to it. But
I yeah, go ahead.
okay. I thought the segment from both guys were absolutely terrible, but Swerve was particularly extremely terrible for some reason. Like he just kept stumbling over his words and shit like that. I was just like, where'd all your promo ability go? Like that nigga was doing a promo like goddamn Von Wagner.
Oh
Like
no.
he was doing that shit like he was scared of the mic. I don't know what the fuck was going on. He was stammering and stammering over all his words and he just like forgot his promo. I don't know what the fuck that was about. Maybe he was high. Stop getting high.
You know who was high on this show? Max Caster. You see that man's eyes? Why he look like
No,
that?
I stopped. Motherfucker, by the time I stopped looking at the TV, bro.
That boy eye was red as hell. He had allergies. Or that boy was in the back with I don't know who be smoking back there,
Probably
but
everyone.
probably,
They don't got a policy.
I don't know who the pothead over there is. But
Everyone.
yeah, I kind of missed the initial promo because for some reason my Mac stream wasn't working very well. It kept like stalling. So by the time I got like to it. They were already at the point where like Ricochet went to go attack him with the scissors, and
Hmm.
then Swerve caught it, and then that was kind of the end of the segment after that, right?
Yeah. Um, Not a really good segment because not convincing or really good promos from either guy. Um, and it's very weird to like see this segment and then go on Twitter and be like, "Oh my God, I really can't believe that promo Ricochet became a good promo guy." And I was just like, Swerve did so bad, got niggas thinking that Ricochet was really saying some shit. That's fucking crazy to me, bruh.
Yeah,
Um,
people are really on board with this Ricochet promo. I don't think. I mean, he's getting time, but for me personally, it's not really.
we talked about it, and then
Not for
the
me.
hold on, I'm gonna send you a video of it. You could just listen to that while I start the next shit. Um, Cope versus Wheeler Yuta. Um, they
Why
have
would
a
they go on
match.
50-50, dog?
Crazy to me, man.
I don't understand. What is it? Why does it? What does Adam Copeland need to be going 50-50 with Wheeler
Niggas be
Yuta?
having long matches just to have them, bruh. It's absolutely
Mhm.
ridiculous and absolutely stupid. Um, I was watching WWE Evolve at this point, because I was just like, ain't no way I'm gonna watch Wheeler Yuta and Cope go 50-50 with one another. I tuned back in, they shook hands, and I was just like, what the fuck y'all shaking hands for? And it's just to create dissension, uh, with the Death Riders or whatever. And I'm just like, I
This
don't
is
care
my
about Wheeler Yuta ever.
this is my thing though, right? The other two members you just beat up and got them out of there. Why do you have to do this? Why did you have to do this to cause dissension? And you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
why can't you just take them out? Like you took the other two guys out. Two people I
Um,
take more serious. I don't know, man. They keep trying with Wheeler Yuta, and for me, it's just not working. I don't understand Tony Khan's fixation with Wheeler Yuta, but he often puts him in positions that he probably had no business being in,
mhm.
and I want him to stop. Before I thought maybe a Brian doing, maybe like Brian really liked him or something like that, but now Brian ain't there. So now I'm just like,
Yeah.
they really just want
Um,
this guy to be like a guy. I just don't see it.
yeah. An account that I think they're a fan. I don't know if they really listen to the show, but they fuck with us on Twitter. Dre Horizon, his thoughts on the Really Yuta thing, and I thought the same shit. Uh I mean, on the one hand, giving Yuta the handshake is mind games and manipulation. On the other hand, why would Cope care about respect and risk Yuta being around at all on Sunday instead of just taking him out the picture regardless?
I'm saying you've already done it. You've already set a precedent that you're willing to take out guys to get to this point. So what difference would it make for Willie Yuta of all people? Is he like I know he's
He
been
just
like
think
the
Wheeler Yuta
determining
pussy.
factor. I don't know what it is. And also I just
Uh,
don't care because it's Willie Yuta. Also, that haircut, he looks ridiculous.
yeah, that's honestly really the reason why I can't get behind Wheeler Yuta. Like,
He looks
I
crazy.
I don't think he's particularly like an interesting wrestler, and then he looks fucking ridiculous. Like he looks like an idiot. Um, the beard is like he just like looks like Jay White, like with just like with a full head of hair instead of like having shaved sides or some shit. But Wheeler Yuta, I'm telling you right now, shave down the beard, get a wolf cut, the holes on you.
Feel me?
It's easy. But instead, you want to have the weird bold cut in the in the fucking big ass beard for some fucking reason. I don't even think that's like a requirement for the Death Riders. You're the only nigga with a beard or
He
like
is
a
the only
big
nigga with a
bushy
beard.
beard. Claudio Egghead nigga, nigga otter, bruh. Just smooth skin. But yeah,
Let's
no,
move up there.
didn't care. Uh, quick hits. We got Chris Statlander, Thunder Rosa losing to Ford and Megan Bayne, and I didn't think this match was particularly like any interesting. I'm surprised that they even went through with this. Because what is it? AEW Mo seemed like this was such a big ass hassle, or that segment last week was such a big ass hassle, and caused so much drama backstage. And apparently, it caused more drama. People said, what is it? They say allegedly rumors or whatever. It's AEW Mo. If you're not familiar, you're not familiar.
They be saying
The street said Thunder Rosa. chop someone in the face, and then Thunder Rosa was like, well, somebody almost dropped me on my head. And I'm just like, this is very childish eye for an eye type shit.
This happens a
And
lot in Thunder Rosa matches. I feel like. What's
yeah,
up with that? What's
I'm
going
I'm
on?
I'm starting to think, uh,
She might be the problem. She might be the problem.
and you know what the problem is? Is the problem is that nobody respects her.
That
And
too.
I feel like it would be bad to be punish somebody that like is being bullied, but like it just doesn't seem a good time whenever she's around. You
Get
don't hear
bad
the
vibes.
like you really don't hear this shit about anybody else. I
You
feel
really
like
don't. Not nobody else over there.
like the Britt Baker and MJF situation to me comes off as a crazy anomaly, especially basically was snitched on for real for real. But yeah, no, I was just like whatever. And then they lose, so it is what it is. Megan Bayne strong. Will Ospreay and friends defeat guys who have not won in a month. That's
Yeah.
that. And then he gets beat up by Kyle Fletcher going into the pay-per-view.
Oh, and Mark Davis. Mark Davis is the unwilling participant of the Don Callis family for some reason.
He could just not
So
be in it.
I guess he wouldn't have a job. I guess he's not an AEW employee. He's a Don Callis employee, I guess. I'm not sure how that works, but
Stop. I don't want to know anymore. Um, Jay White and Max Caster, they have a very short match. Max Caster is still doing the same weird stick. Moving
I don't get
on.
it. I don't understand it. I don't.
MJF and Hangman Page have a discount version of the Seth Rollins and Punk scuffle, and MJF was going to set Hangman Page on fire. And this is the weird shit that AEW does, where there's just like really odd escalation in things,
Yeah, what was that
and
about?
then as the feud goes on, it gets milder and milder. You start at 100, and then we end at 10.
Why would you do that?
He just hated him so much in the 2 weeks that he wanted to set him on fire.
It's an extreme jump. I
And
understand the dislike between the two, but I don't think that my worst enemy I wanted to set them on fire. It's just kind of like
like he's done nothing to
pleasure.
warrant setting him on fire. Like all Hangman Page said was, "You inspire to be admired by the people. I'm going to set you on fire for that." Like,
Yeah,
does
like,
that not
whoa,
sound
whoa,
crazy?
hey, hold on.
And speaking of going 100 to 10, we are at 5 with Tony Storm and Mariah May. You
I'm at
have
yeah,
oh,
I'm
go
at the
ahead.
point I'm ready to wrap. I'm at the point where I'm ready to wrap that up. It's feeling very Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley to me. But I'm like, all
No,
right, dog,
this is way
enough.
worse than that because now we're getting our little art house theater bullshit with this, and it's not good. We had Mariah May beat Tony Storm bloody. She wins the title. All she does is talk shit, talk shit, talk shit. I'm the glamour, confident, yada, 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 all this shit. They have the match in Grand Slam. To very little hatred I felt in that match.
Hmm.
I believe Mariah May beats her ass again on Collision, right?
Yes, she does.
And then now we get to sit down with Renee and she's pleading, begging, and whining. What the fuck is this? And I know when they ended that segment and then they said, pray for her, and they said that shit together, cut. And they all started getting giddy, hugging, and smiling, go, oh my God, we killed it. Because what the fuck? I know that Mariah May lost the title, but to lose all confidence for a version of Tony Storm that you beat in. To be like, oh my God, I'm going to defeat you. I prom like what is this act like what is this acting that we're doing? What happened to the vitriol and hate that y'all have for each other? Why is that not continuing? Why is that not leading further? Why did that end at All In?
I don't know. This is a RJ City joint. I don't know. I don't know what to
This
tell
shit
you.
is terrible. Why is there no consistency with the hatred? This is like in another example, going back to Ricochet and Swerve before they had their match in Atlanta, stabbed them up, left them bloody. Another sit down segment with Renee, and then they sit down
To,
and chatted the fuck up. Why are
to
we
be
doing
fair,
that?
to be fair, he did try to stab him again after.
Not when they had that sit down with Renee.
But right after, right, he flipped the table over, went for the stabbing, and then
No,
Swerve caught his arm.
this is I don't think you were thinking because there wasn't a table in that. That's like the legit just two chairs. Sit
Whatever it
down.
was, well,
Swerve
whatever
comes
was
in
on the
and then
show. At the end of the segment, he went to go stab him with the scissors again.
in this segment, yes, on this episode.
Yeah, what I'm talking about.
No, I'm talking about a previous like segment between
Oh,
this is before their match in Atlanta. This is before they had their first match.
okay.
Ricochet has already stabbed Swerve, left him bloody. Swerve was like gone for like a week. Then he's having a sit down with Renee, being like, "I'm talking blah 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 about Atlanta." Swerve comes in, tells Renee to leave, and then they start having a talk, just a very calm sit down. I would say this was like a month ago, whatever the fucking Atlanta show was. But I'm just like, the hatred is like inconsistent because people want to get these promos off, and I'm just like, we just need a fight. And I feel like all the fights or in hate in AEW kind of leaves after the first act, and it's very weird to me. But that is AEW. I don't think there's really much else that happened on the show in terms of like backstage segments and stuff like that. Moxley got pissed at Wheeler Yuta shaking his hand, so
Yeah.
I
We'll
guess
see how that leads to in the
and,
finish.
and then cut a very weird promo. Um,
The usual.
if all people had to do was get rid of Marina Shafir and Claudio for John Moxley to lose this title, this roster's ass. Y'all could have been jumped them niggas.
You ain't lying.
What is it? It was like
The
16,
whole gang in the
16.
parking lot.
Yeah,
It
it's
was
16
out.
to 4 niggas. If y'all all run at once, y'all got them. Okay. Revolution, full
Pre-show,
card.
pre-show, pre-show. Big Boom
Uh,
AJ versus the conglomeration of Orange Cassidy and Mark Briscoe. I guess they're still a group. um,
when they
versus
need to
Johnny
be.
TV and MXM Collection. Who you got?
Big Boom AJ.
Big
Oh,
Boom, 2-0 in AEW. Got to
yeah.
do it.
Let
Five
him
Big
win
Booms.
let him win the championship. Fuck it.
Five Big Booms. Fuck it. You know what? Yeah, why not?
Uh,
Um,
let's have
go
him
ahead.
versus Okada, then him versus Osprey, him versus Takeshita, and then the AEW World Championship. And yes, he wins all those matches.
And the gauntlet one night.
Shit, fuck it.
Let's take it there. Let's take it there. He's busy. He booked and busy. You gotta do it all in one night. Um, to the main show. Surprisingly, there's only one pre-show match announced so far. I'm sure we'll get two more. Um, main show for the AEW Continental Championship is Okada defending his championship against Brody King. Um, this was kind of a shorter story compared to the other matches on the show. Okada's beating Buddy, and Brody was like, "I want next," and Okada's like, "Nah, nigga, you pussy, you a bitch." And then Brody's like, "Where?" And he barks in his face, and Okada's like, "Oh shit!" And then
You really
now we're
are
at
a
title.
bitch.
And then now we're at the match. So it could be Okada versus Brody King. They were involved in the tag match on Dynamite at the beginning at the on in the main event.
hmm
Um
Uh,
Okada won, so
I will say this.
wouldn't be mad if Brody King was this.
It'd be nice to get it off Okada because Okada's not doing much, and I think Brody King would be a better champion, possibly have better matches than Okada. Um, but in the case of Okada winning, You get Malachi Black out of here. You have everybody in the respective roster, whoever was interacting with um the House of Black. You had people tell them, you know what, y'all could be so much more, but y'all followed that dead weight leader and all that. You could be so much more on your own, following your own twos, doing your own thing. Fuck the House of Black, do your own thing. They become Hounds of Hell. They lose, and if Brody King loses again, then you fucking lose. That is not how you get back at somebody. And it's honestly embarrassing. That's all.
So you're going to Okada's winning?
I'm gonna go Okada's winning.
I am too. I don't know what this is leading to or who kind of. It's not like there's really anybody that's like on a quest to win the Continental Championship. It's such a weird championship. Like no
It's
one
nothing.
aspires for that.
It's
You
a
know what I
nothing
mean? Like,
championship.
yeah.
There's a
So
lot of people not inspiring for a lot of gold in AEW. Let's start there.
that too. But like, I'm just like, I don't know. I'll
For
say Okada wins this till they figure out
for
who they want to have beat him.
for the ridiculous amount of titles that AEW has, there's such a lack of people chasing them.
Yeah.
Um, so I think it's ridiculous. But moving on, in a
Will
steel cage,
Ospreay. Oh, you got it.
yeah, yeah, in a steel cage match, we got Will Ospreay and Kyle Fletcher. Um, the smart thing would be for Ospreay to win.
He needs to win back, right?
Yes, and the stupid
Yeah.
thing, the Will Ospreay thing, would be for Kyle Fletcher to win. That's where I stand. Also, I'm very much ready for this feud to be fucking over.
I've said it before. I want Osprey far away from the Don Callis family. Him and Kenny far far away.
Please.
But yeah, I'm going with. I think Osprey wins this. He should win this at least. I don't. I mean, he needs to get his win back. That's all I really. I think the match will be good. This is possibly match of the night. Um, I didn't say at the beginning, but I actually think this is a really good card. So like as far as like the TV stuff, I've been on and off with it. But the actual card itself, excuse me, not bad, not bad at all. It looks really good. So I think this match will be really good.
Okay. Um, MJF versus Hangman Page. I actually don't know who wins this.
I don't know if I care. I think
That is that too.
I think Heyman Page wins and MJF gets his heat back, and then they have another match at some point.
Sounds
The
likely.
MJF special.
Yeah.
You won, but at what cost?
You won, but I'm about to negate that shit.
It's literally in 30 seconds.
You activated my trap card. Um, Swerve versus Ricochet, to determine the number one contender for the AEW World Championship. I'm gonna go Ricochet. There was a Samantha mention by Swerve. So I
Ah,
can see her doing her debut, even though she said she was done with wrestling. She was done with
did
wrestling.
she?
Yes, she said she wanted to pursue music. My man got two jobs. I don't gotta work no more. And here we are. So I
Sure, the
think this
price
is
is going up. She saw the election results. And, oh shit, let me get a job real quick because
she saw
she might
nobody
get
streaming this.
pricey.
She saw some nobody streaming that music, but
Oh no,
have you heard of sorry, I don't listen to gospel music. You ain't tapped in?
I'm not tapped into Samantha's music.
You only
What
have
is
to
her
dance.
stage name? What is it? Is Samantha Urban or is she going by something?
It's Samantha. Try
That's it.
Googling, try Googling that.
Let's see what the first thing that popped up. I type in Samantha
Put
into
put
Google.
put Samantha music. See what you get.
Samantha music. Samantha Michelle. If I go to Samantha Music YouTube, what's this? Who's Sammy? Samantha Stolen Work. 483 subscriptions, 39 videos. She grinding, baby.
Yeah, let's try to that SEO
Hold on, I think I
garbage.
found. I think I found her. Oh, I did find her. Okay, yeah, I had to scroll a little bit, but it did pop up eventually.
I had to scroll a
Her
little
Apple,
bit.
her Apple Music page did pop up. She had a couple. Yeah, Make Me 2025 came out on Valentine's Day. I like the cover art. That's cool. Samantha, with parentheses, the bomb. She should go by that. Samantha the bomb. That makes more sense to me than just Samantha, right?
Next match.
If you Google Samantha the bomb,
Yeah,
this
you'll
shit gonna
find
come
something.
up. You're gonna
I
find
don't
Samantha the bomb.
I don't think there needs to be parentheses, but it is what it is. Google will find it anyway. Um, Next match we got Mercedes versus Mobo Watanabe. Mercedes, this is just another person for Mercedes to beat to inflate the ego. I think
Which
Momo's
is
too good
fine.
for this.
Which is fine. This is the problem. I know people are gonna say, "Well, she has a match on Saturday on a Collision." That's yeah, whatever. Who the fuck is Momo Watson? Like, I know I'm aware of who Momo. Like, I've heard the name before, but I know nothing about this woman. And you know what else? In these past 4 weeks, I still know nothing about this woman. I
What
don't know
did
nothing about her.
you didn't watch that like 2 minute video package that AEW did last week?
That shit gave me nothing. Who is this woman?
Yeah, the whole thing was just, hey, she's a stardom and she like wrestles a lot, and it was just like shit
Okay.
clips, like no backstory, no
No,
no
nothing. They had one
no.
interaction backstage where Momo didn't even. I don't think she even said anything. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how well her English is, but you know what I mean. It mostly was a Billy Starks promo more than anything.
Yeah, which and that was bad as well.
So I'm like, I know nothing about this woman. Why would I care? Why would I think she's gonna beat Mercedes? And
LOL, Moan wins. Um,
yeah, Mercedes winning that match. I don't know what Momo and Watanabe do. I don't know what anybody doing in this story. What is Shorty who write his shit called? What's her name?
Pepperman.
Pepperman. What's she doing, dog? That is
What
your expertise.
what are we writing? We're writing help Mercedes ego, bruh. She's gonna beat on she gonna beat on Mercedes and be like, on Momo, and then Momo's gonna go back to stardom, and then like nothing happened. It's surely not gonna affect anything that happened on TV. So this match is like of little consequences, just free dub for Mercedes. So moving on.
I will say she looks pretty cool. Momo
You know,
Watanabe.
I think she's cool.
It's a cool look.
So sucks that she's gonna be fed to Mercedes. Hurt
I,
Syndicate. Oh, thoughts?
no, I'm just saying I'm looking at her Google images, but like every picture looks like a different person. Am I has she
She
just
yeah
switching her look up a lot?
uh she joined the heel faction I believe 2 years ago. So yeah, her like look has changed.
But
Um,
also like her body, like I look like her face got skinnier in some pictures, and like it's very strange. I don't are these the same people? I'm confused. Doesn't really matter.
you're looking at her during like because she's been in Stardom for a very long time. So you're probably seeing like a
All the
2015
years. Yeah,
like
I'm
a
like I'm looking at these
2015
pictures like
photo, then like a 2018,
she,
and then now I think like her face is like fuller now.
yeah, she's like a very full looking face, but like in some pictures like really slim, and then like I don't
She's
know. I mean, she had a
she's
cool
been
look though.
wrestling
I'll
for
say that.
yeah, she's been wrestling for a very long time.
That's
Um,
fair. All right, cool. She can't be wrestling that long. She's like 24 years old.
she's been wrestling in Stardom. She's been wrestling for a very long time.
Damn. All right.
Azumi, who's like 21, is a 10-year vet already.
20 years. That's great. That's a Trump lie right there. Wrestles
Yeah,
since they were 20 years
it
old.
got there. What is it? Starlight Kid? What is it? She graduated fucking high school
Okay.
2019.
Okay. It says November 16th, 2014. Watch now they made her debut, which means she would have been 14 years old. They're wild over there. What they doing?
Yes, Momo Watanabe is a 10-year vet. She's 24.
They wild. They wild. That's crazy.
Yeah, I think she a beast. I think she's great. Hold on, Starlight Kid. What is it? 23, 9-year vet, graduated high school 3 years ago.
That's crazy, bro.
What is it? Azumi. What is it?
You know, it'd been
22,
cool. You know, it'd been
22,
cool.
10-year vet.
You know, it'd been cool if AEW would have told me this,
It would have been fantastic.
making me Google
Um,
it. I don't like that.
yeah, no, there's a lot of young motherfuckers in Stardom. They start real young. What is it? EO probably a fucking 25-year vet. Oh, let's see.
Who runs Stardom again?
Huh?
Who runs Stardom?
It was Rosie, whatever the fuck. Um, Now it's some other motherfucker, but I believe it's still like Bushin Road. Like they still have like
Oh, yeah,
they have a new
Bushy
booker,
Road, right?
but I have no
Yeah.
idea who the fuck it is. EO is 34, don't look like it, 18-year vet.
Yeah, I know Io been in the game for a minute, but Io makes more sense because she's our age, well, my age.
Yeah, don't group me up with you, nigga. Uh, but yeah, Momo's cool. You wouldn't know it if you only watched AEW and you actually listened to people, or you just ignored people on Twitter. Um, so it is what it is. Oh, I don't. Sorry, I got distracted by something and I don't want to read that. Um, Hurt Syndicate versus the Outrunners for the AEW Championship. Hurt Syndicate. It is what it is. Also, just an observation that I had was the Outrunners. They have this really old 70s, 80s wrestler gimmick, and they're having a lot of fun with it. And it's really working. Only if FTR knew how to have some fucking fun. They could have still had their job in the E. All they wanted to do was just have a little bit of fun, just have a little fun with the character, man. That's all. But these niggas gonna lose,
Hey,
so it is what it is.
yeah, they losing. I don't. Hurt Syndicate didn't even bother showing up for the shit. Like, man, we ain't coming to no damn Sacramento. Catch y'all in LA. Fuck out of here.
Sacramento's not even like a small city. Like it's pretty prominent in LA.
I know.
So they big time in Sacramento. Like it's a bumfuck city,
Get
bro.
the fuck out of here. I ain't going out there. Catch me in LA, dog.
Um, Moving on, Timeless Tony Storm versus Mariah May in a falls count anywhere.
Yeah, man. It's the final. What's the tagline for this one?
You tell me, I
I
don't watch
forgot.
Collision.
But I probably call it like the final scene or some shit like that.
Ugh,
It's some shit like that.
theater kids. Um, I'm gonna go Timeless Tony Storm, and then we go on the weird purgatory because I have no idea who
I
the
don't
fuck she's gonna wrestle after this.
know. Maybe Megan Bain.
Free dub. She better hope Mercedes don't want that title.
Now we're talking. You could put those two titles together at this point.
No, 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 no. Mercedes needs more belts to hold, bruh.
Oh yeah,
You merge those titles, you fucking with the belt jerking gimmick, bruh.
Belichick is crazy.
Um, Takeshita versus Kenny Omega in a singles match for the Intercontinental Championship or International, sorry, championship. Takeshita, kill that nigga.
Hold on, hold on. I'm going Kenny. Let's do it.
Takeshita, kill that nigga.
I'm rocking with Kenny.
I can't vibe with that. Sorry.
Kenny got to cut that Final Fantasy music out too. That shit ass. Not in like it's great for a Final Fantasy esque song, but not for
It just
wrestling.
doesn't fit. Yeah, it doesn't fit
Yeah, I
wrestling
don't. You come on, that's ain't a wrestling fight music.
because when I hear it, I don't think wrestler.
Yeah, that's some whatever the fuck
Little
they do in Final Fantasy.
weird ass weird ass music. What it is, what it is. Um, Sorry, my eye itchy. Main event. Colt versus Moxley. Um, Whoever
Yep.
wins, we still lose.
I'm about to say
This is
nobody wins
a
in this.
Yeah,
This
this
is
is
this is
Alien
the
versus
worst match
Predator.
of the this is the worst match in the card. I'm not even kidding.
Nigga, are you serious?
This is the
Uh,
worst match in the card.
sure. Well, this is probably the match we care about the least for show.
That too.
hmm Um, yeah, I can't say I really care. I see people already predicting that Jay White turns on Cope, which I was just like, based on this go home show, what the fuck indicated that? Also why? Christian nowhere to be found. Um, oh, you know what? The ops are probably going to be in a pre-show match too. Gets the patriarchy again. Ooh, excuse me. Against the patriarchy again. Um, yeah, no, I can't really say I care about the outcome of this match because both of these are the bad place, the bad reality. Is either we get more Death Riders or, tr Cope gets awarded for doing a lot of bad work since his return. Pick your poison. I rather kill myself. So
I'll go
that's my
Cope.
thoughts.
I'll go Cope, and then Christian comes out and fucks him over and wins the title. Why not?
And that's the
At
third
some
poison
at,
I didn't even consider.
at some point, Christian has to cash this in. I don't know if there's like a time limit on when he can cash this in, but he's had that damn contract for a long time. We could probably get that going.
He's had that for a really long time and he's not flaunting it, so you
Which
literally
make
forget he has it.
which makes me think he's gonna use it soon. That's exactly what Edge did with the first ever Money in the Bank. He had it for so long, he kind of forgot he even had it because it was just like an accessory. And then like, oh
hmm
yeah, he still has it. And then he used it on Cena. But that's I kind of feel like that's what they're doing with Christian. They kind of had him lay low for a minute because I think he's coming soon to take that title. Which kind of sucks that it'd be going from a heel to a heel again. Like we just had a heel reign and we're getting another one, but
And then it just means more cope.
yeah, more cope chasing.
Cope chasing. Okay, that's it. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
We could zoom through NXT because this was a
Yeah, this was
punt,
a very
baby.
brief. This was a
They
very
punted
brief
this
show.
show, bro.
The only
They said Trump talking. Yeah, we are sorry.
yeah, I
He
would
can
say
he can
there's
he can he can have this one. I wonder what the
yeah.
ratings were for that.
Oh, that should probably fucked over NXT bad.
No, I
Um,
saw NXT was it was like 600 something, which is good because they lost like three major markets in viewership. I think they lost like Chicago and like New York and LA, I think, or
Philly,
some shit
yeah,
like that.
Hallie,
So
yeah. Yeah, that's rough. But I thought this show had three solid matches, but let's talk about it. Um, Jada Parker defeats Kalani Jordan in a match, and I thought this match
that
was
was
really good.
I did too. I think
Um,
Jada Parker is a great seller.
yes, and I was very surprised. At some point, I was just like, I don't know who you actually have win this because I think, like personally, I do feel like Kalani Jordan is like doing good with this little mean-spirited or just very aggy character. Um, Jada Parker's just been really good being herself. Um, so I was very curious, and then they gave it to Kalani. I mean, they gave it to Jada, and I was just like, okay, I could see this being like, the next, somebody's first opponent. Um, when that time comes for between Vacker and Julia. And the more I keep thinking about it, I'm just like, no way this shit ends clean, you know? And I think it might be Fatal Influence who cost them because, they had the little press conference thing, and then Fallon was just like, when the fuck I'm getting my rematch, pussy? And then it's gonna be another thing that Ava's just like, not right now, not right now. And then they're gonna take it into their own fucking hands. And I think Ava's very bad about that. She just keeps letting things fester, and then people are just like, well, actually, fuck waiting. And then put hands on them and then probably ruin this match or something like that. So
I can see
um,
that, which would be kind of whack, but
I just because Because the only thing that really fucks it over is just like Ava's just being incompetent. Um, so it ruins this like possibly like a really good match that we can have. Um, and it's so annoying. Like if she were to, well, it's kind of too late now. It's next week. But
Yeah, I'm saying
if
so.
she wanted to protect this main event, she would have put this together and then, be like, hey, whoever wins out of this, we'll do the thing. You'll get your rematch. Instead, she just blows him off, same that she was doing with Eddie Thorpe and shit like that. That needs to stop. I hate this trend of Ava just ignoring people and then they're just like, well, fuck you. And then get awarded for it. But I do see Jade Parker being like a number one contender like next up, so looking forward to that. Sean Spears versus Tony D'Angelo. Sean Spears win, and I am not mad about this because I thought this match was good, and I really liked the
I,
finish.
I'm mad about it because what the
Sean
fuck?
Spears is champion.
Yeah, what the fuck? Who asked for this? I do this is giving transitional. I don't think he'll
Oh,
have the title long.
one
This is
thousand
giving
percent.
1000%. I gave it three. I gave it a month. He won't have that title. Which is fine. But yeah, I'm surprised they went this route. But I guess it's kind of solidifies the new stable they want to get over. Um, Tony D'Angelo's title reign for me, I wasn't really interested. It didn't. I wasn't feeling any of the stories really. The defenses were fine, but nothing like too memorable.
You didn't like the
So
old one? I know it start. I know the reasoning for it is like really funny, but like, um, or like the start of it was really funny. But I did like
it
the.
told,
I just can't beat this nigga.
it can't beat up.
He's big, black, and shit. Fucking.
Yeah.
He's big, black, and jacked. I can't beat this
I
guy.
can't do it.
um.
That was pretty good. That's true.
Oh, that might have
But yeah,
not even been in a defense, but I thought that was cool from the family and stuff like that. He's just kind of just been like beating dudes just straight up.
yeah. I don't know. Of
He had a real cool match with Nathan Frazier.
course, that's for Axiom, baby. Also, shout out to Axiom. No turtleneck. My man showing neck.
All right.
He showed some neck this week.
Yeah, shit, cool with me. Um, but like I like this match. I'm not a big fan of Sean Spears as champion either, solely because I am kind of sick of the trope of old head. I'm going to lead by example, and then not lead by example, but like I'm gonna raise the prestige of these people, and then it's only the veteran that gets a title out of like at the end of it. Um, it reeks of Jericho to me, and I don't really like it. I'm not a fan.
Also, you mad old, nigga. You was in FCW, dog.
Nigga, he was in NXT when it started.
Nigga, he was in pre NXT. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah,
nigga, you are old. What are you still doing there? Go
like
somewhere. Why are you winning titles?
I think it's really weird that like this whole thing was just like, hey, I'm going to get Jensen right, and then it only ends up with him getting a title
For now,
at the moment.
at the moment.
But as of right now, we're only talking to the present. We're talking week to week. This reeks of Jericho Appreciation Society
Mm.
with better wrestlers. So it is what it is, but I did think the match was good. So very mild complaints from me. Zarya versus Sol Ruka, from what I saw when I was able to watch the NXT recap, this happened in the first 20 minutes of the
You mean
show.
Zarya Sol Ruka versus
Yeah,
Chelsea
sorry.
Green.
Who did I say?
You said Zarya versus Sol Ruka.
Oh, sorry. Um,
This was a
yeah,
fun match.
yeah, this was good. I really liked it. I'm very surprised they won. Let's give
I'm
those
not. Chelsea
two.
Green hasn't won anything this year besides the title match. She hasn't won it all.
It's NXT. It is what it
But
is. But this,
I am shocked she was the one to get pinned by Sol Ruka. So I wonder if they will
yeah,
do a U.S. title match
please,
on NXT.
please, let's go. So Rooker the fuck up out of here. Um,
I like her and Zara together.
no, I think it's great, but I would also really appreciate bigger and better things for her. Um, especially she's getting nowhere near like the NXT titles, and she has a very good case to go for a US title. Yeah, let's have the match on SmackDown or some shit. Let's
They
breathe
got
that
three
air.
hours. They got 3 hours.
Yeah, and the
Shit.
LA Knight don't need to be going 2 segments.
2 matches. Fuck 2 segments. They got 2 matches.
Yeah, no, I'm good off that. Tag Team Chaos. Hardy comes out. Speak. Hank and Tank comes out. I guess it was like rude to interrupt them, but they started getting booed, and I was just like, why are we booing Hank and Tank?
So they want to see the
All
Hardys, nigga. You ain't trying to see a
all
fucking
all they
hang
did was
tank.
all they did was come out and glaze them. So why are we booing them?
You know why they asked for that?
Yeah, I thought
Oh,
I just
why was Lillian Garcia there?
dog when she popped out, Chip was just like, huh? And I was just like, what happened? Is somebody announcing the match? It was like, niggas Lillian Garcia. I was like, wait, what?
She doing there?
Yeah, take that. She took the devotion. I believe it because she still be miss saying names. What she say?
I would hope she didn't say the Hardy Boy name wrong. She done said it 1,000 times.
Oh, but she also called D'Angelo and Spears or announced that. What was it? What she
She
called?
did the whole show.
Oh yeah. I didn't really notice honestly, until she was like physically on screen and they had like the plate for her and shit like that.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I just kind of like tuned it out. But you remember when she called Roxanne Roseanne? I was like, what the hell going on?
Would she do that? I don't
It
remember.
was
That's
it,
funny
it was like
though.
a few weeks. It was like a few weeks ago on SmackDown. Of
Roseanne
course.
Perez.
Yeah, Roseanne. I was like, huh? How you they talk about? Um, yeah, it was cool. And then Briggs and Endemore comes out and is just like, just being upset and shit like that. I found it to be a really I nothing
It's
segment. It was a lot of tag
it's
teams
a
came out to
very
talk.
it's very standard NXT. NXT loves doing that. EC did it with the women a lot. Remember they have a
Yeah,
segment where like 20 women come out and just start talking.
the cipher.
um, Also, shout out to Inamura and Ivar for having a bagger on speed this
Oh
week.
man, I got it booted up. I got it
They
ready to
went
go.
dummy. That shit was 2.5 minutes. Fire.
Yeah, I got it bookmarked. I didn't feel like watching it earlier today, but
That's the first speed match I've watched in a long time too.
this is gonna be my
I
this
was
is
like, I
gonna be
gotta
my
watch this
first
one.
speed match.
I was like, I gotta see this one. It delivered. I'll say that much.
Okay, I'm looking forward to watching that. Um, Roxanne and Cora and Jordan Grace have a match. Match ends abruptly. Cora just gets kind of like the wind knocked out of her. I think she just hit her head on the turnbuckle just a little too hard. Um,
Yeah,
and then the match just came to a stop. What's crazy is that it happens in picture in picture. And
yeah, I was confused.
it happens in picture in picture. Me and Five, we was just like, oh, it is what it is. We know it's commercials, so we scrolling on our phones and shit like that. I never really pay like full attention to picture in picture shit like that.
Yeah,
Then we come back, the crowd's silent. We just like, what the fuck happened? We rewinded back and shit, just being like, what the fuck? And yeah, it just seemed like her head just like kind of just like the top of her neck or just like it just looked
she said
where it looked like it hurt a lot.
she said she was good though. So
Yeah,
I'm
she said she
assuming
was good.
Jordan
She just got
Grace.
the wind knocked out of her.
I'm assuming Jordan Grace was gonna win that anyway because
Yeah,
after the fact,
Roxanne
Roxanne
beats her up
attacks her with
basically.
a chair backstage.
Mm-hmm.
So next week we will be having Jordan Grace versus Roxanne 2 in New York
Yeah.
City in fake Madison Square Garden.
Fake Madison Square Garden. It's the
It's
same
not
building.
fake.
It's just
It's not.
it's the other side, the dark side of Madison
Yeah,
Square Garden.
yeah. The one nobody cares about.
Um, yeah. Hope Roxanne wins that.
They should just did it in Madison Square Garden and just had the lower bowls filled up. They probably could have got
They do got the plug.
4,000. You know what I mean? They could have did it.
They do have the plug. Trick squashes Kale Dixon and we'll be having a match with Eddie Thorpe in NXT Underground. I believe we
In two
predicted that
weeks.
like in 2 weeks. It's not going to be at Roadblock.
No, it's gonna be in 2 weeks.
Okay. Okay. And then this was very weird. Segment is this Ethan Page and Javon Evans just talking shit.
I must have missed that. I didn't even see that.
Yeah, it was the Seth Rollins Riddle type shit, and they were just talking shit. It didn't seem to really have any direction. They were talking over each other a lot, and it was just
Mm.
very odd. They were just like, "Hey man, we're just gonna turn the mics up, sell us," and I was not sold. But I'm looking forward to the match either way. Um, Ricky Starks runs into Rich Holland, and then it seems like that's going to be a feud for him relatively soon. Rich Holland is a very hated guy, so this should be easy pickings for Ricky Saints. I believe I said Starks first, but Ricky Saints.
I still
And
messed it up too. The names are too close.
I think that's intentional, but yeah,
I know that's the reason, but also it makes it hard for me to remember.
yeah, it's gonna take some time for me. Also, I truly love the gimmick of like, because Saints is they're making it very clear that he's an outsider, and he's
Mm.
coming into NXT in a time where everyone is angry. So every interaction he's having
He's
with
like,
people is
damn,
just
niggas
like,
is mad.
what the fuck? Chill out. Even when he was tagging with Javon Evans, who's on his team, they had that heated segment with Trick Williams. He's like, what the fuck? Wesley comes up to him, heated. What the fuck? Niggas is fighting backstage. What the hell going on? Rich Holland come up to him, first meeting, he talking shit. What the hell going on?
Oh, was why NWO on the show this week? I don't think they
I
were
don't
they?
think so. No.
Yeah, okay.
And Rob Stone seems to be okay because he was doing commentary for Evolved. And I don't think that commentary is good. Um,
Mm.
is Peter Rosenberg's, I believe, one other guy, and Rob Stone. And one of the reporters, like who they have to like hold the microphone while wrestlers cut promos and shit like that. The promos are very rough, but it's just a big ass Samoan looking nigga. Just a big
I
ass dude. It's been a minute since, well, I don't think we ever had a interviewer or like reporter. That's what they call him on the show. It's just a big ass dude. So
That's fire.
that was very funny to see because he's like bigger than a lot of wrestlers. Evolve, just watching Evolve, it was only 40 minutes, so that's what I was watching instead of Cope and Yuta. It's cool, it's rough. First impressions is that Kendall Gray, good.
She's good, right? I heard she's pretty good.
She was very good. Even when she had like that one match on NXT, I thought she was really cool. I saw potential. She has intensity. Promos are a little rough. I think she put a lot of stats into in-ring work, but I
Yeah.
think her character will come soon.
Oh,
Her promo made me laugh, but it very seemed like I'm just gonna say like what it is right now, and like one of her eyelashes was falling off, and then she like mentioned that and shit. So I was just like. Yeah, you just said like the first thing that came to your mind. You didn't shy away from the mic, so it was like really cool. Um, Swipe right, hilarious
hold on,
stable
don't spoil.
name.
I'm gonna watch it after we're done recording. I just want.
Okay,
I was gonna ask you, what was the vibe more like just a bunch of matches, or were they doing like kind of stories?
it's level up.
What does that mean?
It's NXT level up.
I know that, but what is? I don't watch Level Up, so I don't know what they were doing over there either.
It's
Were they doing
just
stories on the Level Up?
loosely. I believe the only story that they were really following was Dante Chen being the gatekeeper of it, but
Okay,
it's very much just matches. Well, it's also the first episode, so it's just matches. I don't think any storylines were like really set or anything like that.
okay.
So this is stuff. Maybe by like the first episode where people was just like, I have a win, momentum building and shit like that. But it was very much just matches. Um, Cappuccino Jones. I am not a big coffee guy. I do think this gimmick is very silly and fun, and I like that he does coffee puns. I think that shit is hilarious. Jake Cartwheel also really good. Kendall Gray really good. Kyle Armstrong really good. Danny Palmer. mm,
She's been there for a minute. I don't know what's she doing on Evolve.
I don't know, but she didn't look really impressive in Evolve. She looked like she significantly downgraded, and it looks like she also forgot her wrestling gear that day. Um, so it was very fucking confusing to me. Um, Kylie Bright, Carly Bright.
I like her.
Let's Let's start bulking up and getting a tan. Um,
Oh shit. Body talk.
Slimish, slim as
Body
shit.
talk. Know what I mean?
She looks extremely small in there.
She's a
Especially with
cheerleader.
like, yeah, but we're a wrestler now. You know, yeah, I don't think I've ever seen I haven't seen somebody that small in a minute. Even like Soruka like bulked up a little bit. Even like Kalani Jordan, like there's like muscle definition and shit like that, you know. Um,
Yeah.
it's like, let's sneak in some snacks, you feel me? Uh put those factor meals down.
He's a bulk up. Is he bulk up a little bit?
Yeah, let's just get a
Dirty
little
bulk.
soul, let's get a little soul, you feel me? Cause Kendall Gray is not like, that big either, but she's kind of just like the standards, like she's like Tiffany side, like, Sol Ruka's not that big, but like she's like a smaller Sol Ruka, and I'm just like, come on, this is wrestling, like it's very physical. I think it would just be very wise to like, bulk up to really protect your muscles and shit, protect your body and shit.
Yeah.
Your heart gonna fall out your ass if you ain't got no muscles to protect it. You feel me? Take that back
What?
bump. You feel me? Uh,
All right, man.
but it's cool. I like what I saw so far. Will I be keeping up with it? Not really.
I'm gonna give it a couple week trial run. I'm gonna give like maybe 2 or 3 weeks. See how I feel about it.
I'm gonna give it the WWE speed thing. If I see a matchup that looks really cool, I'm with it. Oh, also Trill London, nigga. Dog, that's probably
Not
that's
not
probably
not
the
not too,
that
not too much on my dolphin. All right, it's a dolphin right there. Watch your mouth.
yeah, that nigga came out there dressed like fucking Juice World. Um Also, you said this last week, if you look like you could take a really good beating, you have like a time in this business, you feel me, That nigga couldn't sell for shit. Um
But this is the show to not sell on.
yeah, that nigga looked terrible out there, bruh. Um but yeah, I say give it a watch. It's only like 40 minutes. Just throw it in the
I'll
background
do
like
it.
you used to do Dart.
It might be my new dark. But dark gave me like 3 hours. You feel me? I had like 3 hours worth of content when I was watching dark.
What's that bitch on
Well,
repeat then? Yeah, I don't know what to tell
this
you.
this this might.
Okay, I think that's it for our show.
That's it. That's all I got.
Yep. You can subscribe to us on Patreon, patreon.com/the A Show RNC. You can also follow us on Twitter at the A Show RNC. You can follow Quan at the Comeback Spot. You can follow me, Cyrus at Cyrus on TWR. Everything else is in our show notes, our YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all sorts of stuff like that. There's a lot of fun stuff happening on the Instagram right now with Donnie, social media guy. So tap in, interact, get the algorithm boosting, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye bye.